High-level meeting yesterday reaffirmed the two countries' fight against drug cartels, arms trafficking, and illegal immigration. Here's more on that story.
The U.S. and Mexico have reaffirmed a security and immigration agreement. Secretary of State Marco Rubio met with Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum and Foreign Secretary Ramon de la Fuente in Mexico City on Wednesday.
Just briefly, we had an excellent meeting with President Sheinbaum and Foreign Minister de la Fuente. In fact, we've had a great relationship with the government of Mexico during the 8 months of the Trump presidency. It is the closest security cooperation we have ever had, maybe with any country, but certainly in the history of U.S.-Mexico relations.
The two nations will continue working together against drug cartels, arms smuggling, and illegal immigration, but made clear it would be done from their respective sides of the border, respecting each other's sovereignty.
Los gobiernos de México y Estados Unidos.
The governments of Mexico and the United States reaffirm our cooperation on security matters, which is based on the principles of reciprocity, respect for sovereignty and territorial integrity.
Respeto a la soberanía.
The State Department says the partnership aims to dismantle cartels, curb fentanyl, and maintain historic low illegal immigration numbers at the border. But the talks were overshadowed by a U.S. military strike just a day earlier on a suspected drug boat from Venezuela. Secretary Rubio discussed the administration's action on Wednesday.
If you're on a boat full of cocaine or fentanyl or whatever headed to the United States, you're an immediate threat to the United States. And the president, under his authority as commander-in-chief, has a right under exigent circumstances to eliminate imminent threats to the United States.
The strike drew sharp criticism from Venezuela's interior minister, who called it an illegal massacre in international waters. Opposition leader Enrique Capriles questioned both governments' accounts, pressing for answers about who was killed. In Houston, meanwhile, federal agents Wednesday unveiled the largest seizure of drug-making chemicals in U.S. history. More than 600,000 pounds of precursor material, which they say was originally shipped from China and was headed to the Sinaloa cartel.
This is the first president who decided that the Sinaloa cartel is a foreign terrorist organization that gives us the ability to move quickly and gives us the ability to seize property anywhere in the world if it is connected to one of these organizations.
Officials say the chemicals, enough to produce methamphetamine worth more than $500 million, were diverted after being intercepted on the high seas.
The ability to obtain the warrant for this was only possible because President Trump's executive order designating the Department of State to designate major drug cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. After seizing these two shipments, HSI International worked closely with our foreign law enforcement partners to consolidate the shipments in Panama and divert them here to the port of Houston.
Customs and Border Protection says the barrels were tied directly to the Sinaloa cartel.
This seizure represents one of the largest interdictions of its kind in history, and highlights the critical role of interagency collaboration and intelligence sharing in combating threats posed by drug trafficking organizations and terrorist groups.
Officials say the seizure is part of a push to eliminate cartels and transnational criminal organizations that threaten American sovereignty.
A hot mic captured the leaders of China and Russia discussing increasing